God, I hate how messy my hair is in the morning. Well, can't be helped. Hair's gonna be messy now. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy. Good morning, or I guess for you guys in the States, it's the afternoon. It's literally, this is no joke, it's 4:30 in the morning right now. I know some of you might be wondering, what the hell am I doing up at 4:30 in the morning? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I thought I'd share my thoughts on Crunchyroll's Anime Awards 2018. I actually saw a couple of posts on Twitter before I went to bed last night, and I saw one winner so far, and I do have some choice words for that win. But before I get into the winners, I kind of wanted to talk about the idea of the Anime Awards. I know we all were kind of like very critical, I would say, last year of the Anime Awards, and rightfully so, because it wasn't really an award show. It was basically a fandom show because Yuri on Ice basically swept everything, and most of us agreed that it only swept because that was the big anime, the big talking point last year at that time, instead of actually critiquing and judging based solely off of the content that was provided throughout the year, the anime that came out throughout 2016. And so for this year, I do like that they did kind of switch it up. It still was a bit lopsided, but the choices were better this time around. I personally didn't get a chance to see the live show itself, so I would definitely love to hear from people who have seen the live show. Tell me in the comments section. I definitely would love to read it. Read what your experience was like for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards 2018. Now, I've heard it wasn't really all that good. JoJo was talking about it on Twitter, and he put the Ryan Gosling gif him laughing like this. So I hope it wasn't a complete shit show, but at the same time, I can imagine that it didn't go off well. I imagine it almost like, remember back in the day when they did the YouTube Music Awards? Does anybody remember the YouTube Music Awards? If you don't, I understand, because it was an absolute train wreck. If anybody remembers it, it was disorganized. They had no idea what they were doing. The filming was awful. It was just terrible. I'm glad that YouTube abandoned it because it was a bad idea. Um, but I hope that Crunchyroll doesn't abandon the Anime Awards. I hope they continue to get better. Um, let's see. Roses are red. Yuri is on ice. Didn't watch last year's Anime Awards. I heard it wasn't so nice. Good poem there, John Vincent. I do I do remember that. Yes, and if you've seen the YouTube Music Awards, I imagine that this year's Crunchy Awards was akin to that. Maybe not at the same level, because dear Lord, help it if it was as bad as the YouTube Music Awards. It was not good whatsoever. Um, but yeah, do tell me how the show was. Let me know if the award show itself was good. Was the presentation good? Were the people who were presenters? Did they have presenters, or did they just like announce who won? So do let me know. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, ironically, they didn't mention Anime of 2017 Anime of the Year award. Interesting. I don't watch award shows because it's not worth my time. Well, thanks for playing, David. Thanks for playing. Okay, now let me go ahead and just. Now I've not seen any other of the people who won, so I'm gonna go in fresh, completely fresh. Um, I want to know, should I show my screen? No, I don't. I don't think I need to show my screen. So I looked up the nominees so that I know what got nominated, because I'm on the page of the award show and it only gives us the winners. It doesn't give us the nominees, which I think is kind of bogus, but okay. So the first one is Best CGI, Land of the Lustrous. Um, I never heard of it in my life. But let's see. What else got nominated? Best comedy, best drama, best action. Jesus Christ, how many? Okay, best CGI. Recreators, Kado, Attack on Titan Season 2, Knight and Magic, and Inuyashiki. Inuyashiki. It's the land of the lustrous one. I'm, I'm gonna say okay. I'm fine with that. All right. Best film. I know people were happy about this. Your Name. It probably had some stiff competition because I'm guessing A Silent Voice also was nominated, right? There it is. So A Silent Voice, Your Name, In the Corner of the World, Girl und Punz der Film, Kisu Monogatari. Wait, Kisu Monogatari is in from the Monogatari series? Oh wow. And Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel Part 1. What? Dude, that's the third round. I gotta watch that now. I gotta watch that. I think it's very well deserved. I, for one, would have been okay if A Silent Voice won, considering I felt like A Silent Voice was a bit more of a daring anime film than Your Name, which was a very solidly made romance film with a very awesome twist. It has very sci-fi-ish elements, but overall, if I were to say which was the superior film, I felt like A Silent Voice was a far more superior film in the context of story and character. If we're talking visuals, I think Your Name got it trumped, hands down. In This Corner of the World, I actually not heard of that. Anybody seen that movie, In This Corner of the World? I'm kind of curious to check it out now. Okay, let's see. Next one is best score. Now the winner was Made in Abyss, which, by the way, I have actually seen the first 4 episodes of Made in Abyss. So I do need to finish that. I'm trying my best. So give me some time, guys. I'm gonna try to finish it soon. What else got nominated? Let's see. I'm trying to find the best score. Here we go. So Made in Abyss, Little Witch Academia, Land of the Lustrous, The Ancient Magi's Bride, which by the way, I'll be watching that when it finishes. I believe it finishes in March. So once the last episode airs, I'm going to watch the entirety of the series and then give a review for you guys. Aka and Recreators. I think Made in Abyss definitely is well deserving of best score. Watching that anime and hearing the score, it matched perfectly with the larger than life setting that the anime takes place in. And it reminds me so much of like a Miyazaki film. Did anybody else get that feeling watching Made in Abyss? Because that's the feeling I got. I mean, this big land and it's kind of industrious in a sense. Even some of the character designs felt, well, no, I take that back. Character designs are very like cutesy, anime cutesy, but definitely the land felt like a Miyazaki film. Okay, moving on. Best animation goes to My Hero Academia, and what was nominated was Made in Abyss, Little Witch Academia, Land of the Lustrous. I keep saying that wrong. The Ancient Magi's Bride, Aka, and Recreators. Ugh. Ooh, this one's really hard. Wait. Why does it say March comes in like a lion instead of like that's not even in this list? That's weird. Anyway. This one's kind of a toss-up. I mean, the animation in My Hero Academia is fantastic. I will agree with that. But I mean the choices that they have. By the way, they even put Dragon Maid. Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Like here, I gotta show you my screen because it's so weird. What is listed and then what's on the picture are different. So hold on, let me just share my screen for a second. Okay. Oh, why? Okay, so here's the picture of the nominees. It's like Silent Voice, My Hero Academia, Land of the Lustrous, March Comes In Like a Lion. Then there's Little Witch Academia, and then Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. But look at the list. It's Made in Abyss. Okay, well that's not in there. Little Witch Academia, there it is. Land of the Lustrous, there it is. And then Magi's Bride is not in there. No, neither is Aka, neither is Recreator. So did these also get nominated? Don't confuse me. I didn't watch the show. Damn it, dude. Okay, but the animation in My Hero Academia is great. However, I don't think it was the best animation I saw this year. The best animation, I'm trying to think, because I did like my Little Witch Academia's animation. My problem with it is that it wasn't as creative as the OVAs. The series felt very toned down in its animation, at least. Actually, it was toned down across the board, animation and story. A Silent Voice had better animation compared to My Hero Academia, but I think it's because My Hero Academia had more explosive animation. There's a lot of fluidity to the movement of the characters, especially when it comes to the action scenes, and I guess they took that into consideration, which is fine, but I think when it comes down to animation, you not only need to judge like the movement of the characters, like the way that they move across the screen, but also the way that they draw the land, the luscious environment, maybe even the facial expressions. Like the thing about My Hero Academia, when it's not doing its action scenes, the animation is pretty sound. I'm not going to say it's awful, it's pretty sound, but it's like standard shonen animation, whereas I feel like a lot of these other ones that got nominated went all out in every single category. But again, it won. And I saw a lot of you saying that it was the My Hero Academia Awards, which, considering that, don't fans also get to vote for this awards show too? Go to bed. Rose, why are you up? Rose, why are you up? If anyone should go to bed, it should be you. It's 3 o'clock in the morning over in Korea. You go to bed. I'm doing a show, okay? You want to come join my show, Rose? You want to come join my show, huh? No, you can't. You got to go to bed. All right, stop distracting me. I'm trying to do my show, Rose. Okay, best ending. Oh, I don't agree with this choice. Best ending is from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, who got nominated. Okay, so, oh my god. Yeah, now I really don't agree with this win. So we got Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Land of the Illustrious, Recovery of an MMO Junkie, which I think was a really good ending thing, by the way. March comes in like a lion, season 2, and Just Because. The hell is Just Because? I've never heard of that anime. It's interesting. What is this one about? Sorry, I'm looking up this Just Because. Is this a romance? Oh, it's from the same person that did Sakura Sono Pet no Kanajo. It is the winter of their 3rd year. Everyone is waiting for guys until he suddenly came home. Everyone's waiting until he suddenly came home. He was their classmate in middle school who moved away. He transferred in a particular way, which reunited them. It was as if a ghost signal ran out to the feelings of the students who just thought their high school life would end without fanfare. Is it a romance? If it's a romance, I'm going to watch that. Because someone tell me right now in the comments, is Just Because a romance? Right now. Is Just Because a romance? Hello? You all there? Answer my question, please. Please, please. Is it a romance? Yes, it's a romance. I'm watching it. I have 3 days before the end of Romance Month. I'm watching it. By the way, I actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a video today when I come home called Inu X Boku SS is boring. Guys, I can't watch that anime. It's so boring. I'm like halfway through the series and I can't even get through it. Oh, that's so funny, Shadow Spectre. You just said Just Because it's boring. Oh man, Yeah, but it's sort of cliche. Don't know, never heard of it. It's not very great. It's a bit slow. It is boring. I don't know anything about it. Oh, well, that's interesting. Hey, let me give Just Because a chance. Let me give it a chance. Well, I guess a lot of you say it's super dull. So it's not. So what you're telling me, guys, is that it's not worth sitting through. Is that what you're telling me? Just because it's not worth sitting through? Is it as boring as Inu X Boku SS? Will I be just as bored watching Just Because as I am watching Inu X Bokuno or Bokuno Boku? There's some. If anybody's seen Inu X Boku SS and also Just Because, which one is more boring? I'm just saying. Yeah, you should watch Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden. What's that? Is this a romance too? Looks like a romance. Uh oh, but it's still airing. I can't watch that. I only watch completed anime. I guess it depends personally, but at least Inu X Boku had some comedy. It definitely does have some comedy. If there's one saving grace of the show so far. The only problem is that it's hard to sit through. I'm not even I can't deny it, guys. I'm struggling to watch Inu X Boku because that's the one of two anime I wanted to review before the end of the month for Romance Month, but it's so dull. And considering I work a lot, I want to watch like solid anime, or at least if it's interestingly bad, so I can rant about it. Then I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'll sit through this. But it's just dull. It's that middle of the road anime that doesn't do much of anything, and it just isn't interesting me. That's why I was ready to abandon it if Just Because it was good, but apparently it's not. By the way, I saw you, Rose. What did you just say? Gotta go, but I just have to say one thing. You get a millennia for life. Well, thank you, Rose. Go back to sleep, please. Just Because it's way more boring. Uh, would you watch the anime Just Because? You're so funny. Um, Shit. Now you guys got me torn whether or not I should watch it or not. Hello from Greece. Well, hello, my friend. Let's see. You know what? You know what? I'm okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Boku. I'm gonna do the Ino X Boku SS video, and then I'm going to watch the second anime that I plan to watch. Then I'll watch Just Because. How about that? I'll do that. Now let's actually get back to what we actually need to be talking about, which is the award show. So I don't agree with the best ending choice. I mean, Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. I actually like the intro more than I like the ending. That's just me. Okay, moving on. Best opening. My Hero Academia season 2. It's funny. I don't even remember the opening theme for My Hero Academia. But what was nominated was Akka, the Ancient Magi's Bride, Attack on Titan season 2, My Hero Academia season 2, Princess Principal, and Descending Stories, Showa Rakugo Shinji. Rakugo Shinji. I know. I've heard of that one. I need to watch that actually. I haven't heard many of these opening themes. The only one I've heard is Attack on Titan, which I like. I think I'm a bit biased because I do like the music in Attack on Titan. I think it's very energetic. I personally like the Attack on Titan season 2 opening theme. It was good. I'll give it to My Hero Academia because I didn't really hear any of the others, but I personally do not even remember the opening theme. Best continuing series. I think this is that's a very interesting category. I've never heard like a category like best continuing series. I like it. It's definitely, well, I guess also best boy and best girl. It's wholly original to the anime genre. Okay, let's see what else was nominated though. So March comes in like a lion. Mobile Suit Gundam, Dragon Ball Super, case closed. Wow, case closed, really? Okay. All Out. I've heard of All Out. It's a sport. It's all out a sports anime, right? Soccer, I think, right? Hold up. I'm just looking it up real quick. It's about rugby. Wait, yeah, rugby. Ooh, I might actually have to watch that now. Here's a little fun fact for you guys. I played rugby in middle school and high school. And Naruto Shippuden. Oh, I guess maybe here in America, right? Because I'm about to say Naruto Shippuden's over in Japan. Um, I'm happy that March comes in like a lion wand because in this day and age where there's so many ongoing shonen anime, although interestingly enough, why wasn't One Piece nominated? How the hell did Naruto get in here but no One Piece? I'll bet the One Piece fanboys are like, what? One Piece didn't get in? This is biased. I'm never watching this award show ever again. Fuck this shit. But I'm happy March comes in like a lion wand. I definitely do want to see the show. I know a lot of you have been asking me to check it out, and I definitely will try to get to it before the end of this year. So fingers crossed that I do. I'm happy to also see Case Close on this list. That show has been going on for forever, and it's interesting just to see it on the list. Dragon Ball Super, that was a given. I'm surprised it didn't win. I thought out of all of them, Dragon Ball Super had the best chance to win since most of the categories have a lot of big name shonen anime, and shonen is kind of like the biggest genre in anime. So, but the fact that March comes in like a lion wand, that's a breath of fresh air. I like that. Best slice of life, Girls Last Tour. Okay, well, I've not heard of this, but okay. Let me just see who the other nominees is. I might not comment much on this because I don't. Oh my god, that one? Wait, Girls Last Tour one? When you have Recovery of an MMO Junkie, you got Gakire, Kemono Friends, Soccer Quest, and Interviews with Monster Girls. Now, 3 of the 6 I've seen. I've seen MMO Junkie, I've seen Suki Gakire, and Interviews with Monster Girls. All 3 I found very superior slice of life anime. I need to know exactly what Girls Last Tour is. How the hell did that win? But it looks like they like 2 girls that go into war or something. Series follows 2 girls as they navigate through the ruins of civilization after an unknown apocalypse. As they travel in their modified, some word I can't pronounce, they seek food and supply while surviving day to day. Okay, well that sounds interesting. I guess that could be a solid slice of life. And if I saw it, maybe my opinion of it might change. But damn, man, I really wanted Suki Gakire to win that one. I loved Suki Gakire. It was one of my favorite anime last year. And I think Interviews with Monster Girls, highly underrated anime of last year. It's really good. But you know what, Girls Last Tour, I didn't get to see you. But if that's what people voted for, I can roll with it. Okay, now this one I got a lot to say about. Best Comedy. So the nominees for Best Comedy are Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Mr. Otsumatsu, Season 2, Little Witch Academia, Konosuba, or as people love to make fun of me because I pronounced it wrong, Konotsuba, Gamers, and Surrey Children. And who did they choose to win? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Remember at the beginning of this video, I said that I only saw one of the I've only seen one category, the winner of that one category. This was the one. And when I saw that, I already knew, I'm like, this is bullshit. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid won. The show about these two little girls that one of them has kind of like sexual feelings for the other one. Like that's the one we're gonna pick to win. Okay, okay, I see how it is. Okay, and would you talk about some stiff competition? Holy hell, Konosuba season 2, Little Witch Academia. I'd not seen Mr. Osumatsu, but I've heard a lot of great things comedy wise. Gamers and Surede Children and Konosuba are the funniest anime I saw in 2017. And coming near the edges is Gamers. I know a lot of people didn't like Gamers. I, for one, really enjoyed Gamers all the way to episode 6. I enjoyed the first half of Gamers. The second half was still good, but the thing is the not the style. I'm trying to think of the word. Basically, their whole thing about doing the misunderstandings started to wear thin, and the misunderstandings weren't even as great as the ones in the first half, which was incredible. How much they always misunderstood each other's actions, their intentions, and it just built up to this big old climax in the middle of the series, no less. And that's really where the series just fell off the cliff. Again, it didn't fall off. It plateaued, I would say, because it didn't like dip in quality. It just became rather predictable. And for a show that really caught me off guard in its first episode and then continued to catch me off guard, like I loved the second episode where it seemed like they were trying to go for the dramatic route and then they pull a 180 and like, nope, we're not doing the drama thing. I was like, wow, that's refreshing. I've not seen that before either. Gamers was a really funny anime. But if it was up to me, dude, Konosuba should have won this. That's a no-brainer. And I saw Twitter going going in an uproar about it. Like, what? How did Konosuba lose to Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, which was more of a slice of life comedy than like a legit comedy? Whereas Konosuba was a legit comedy. It was a parody of the character traveling to another world. It's a parody of other world anime. And it did a brilliant job at satirizing it and making it entertaining. I mean, the characters alone make the show funny. Name another character in the best comedy category that's at the same level as Darkness. You can't. Even Little Witch Academia, which I'm happy it was nominated, but the thing is, the show wasn't as funny as you may think. It was okay. There's funny parts, but overall, I would not say it was like overly funny, like best comedy level funny. But it's okay. You know, I'm glad it got nominated, but at the same time, like I said, I didn't think it was that funny. So Day Children was 10 times funnier than Little Witch Academia. It's 10, dude. Day Children is 20 times funnier than Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I can't even think of a scene in Kobayashi's Dragon Maid that I thought was just outright hilarious. To be fair, the only thing I really remember from the show is the fact that there's two little girls. I'm not going to talk about that, but I don't like this win. Konosuba, Gamers, Surede Children, maybe even Mr. Osumatsu, which a lot of people were saying also got gypped. Any of those four won, I would have been delighted. In fact, I would have been surprised if Surede Children took it because it is a pure romantic comedy. And the comedy is really good. Hit or miss, I would say a handful of times with the couples, but it's still really entertaining. Excuse me. All right, moving on is I'm guessing best drama, which is The Ancient Magi's Bride, which I think totally deserved. Although there was it had some really stiff competition. Descending Stories, March Comes In Like a Lion, which I heard was actually the best drama of 2017. From what I've heard, it's the best drama. Main Abyss, which I consider more of an adventure story than a drama. Freaking Scum's Wish got nominated. And I'll be honest, if it won, I probably would have been very happy about that. Because Scum's Wish, to me, was a wholly refreshing take on the romance genre. You know, it almost has this whole dark, nihilistic look on love, even though there is a ray of optimism near the end, especially when it comes to the romance between the two teachers, which I, for one, really liked. Even though people thought that the girl teacher was a bitch and she was deceitful, and who could ever like her, that was kind of the point of her character. The point of her character was she was supposed to be deceitful. She was supposed to be this terrible person, but you see that she grows throughout the series and she becomes a better person, you know, and that's the whole point of her story arc, and I loved it. Aka, I have not seen Aka, man. I really need to see. There's so many anime to see, guys. There's so many anime to see. Why do I have to have a full-time job? Why can't watching anime be my full-time job? I think it's fine that the Ancient Magi's Bride won. I know a lot of people like it. Although I would say I would be okay if March comes in like a Lion won or Scum's Wish won. Although I think Scum's Wish had like the lowest chance to win. A lot of people don't like Scum's Wish for some reason. I for one liked it. Okay, next, best action. Oh, this is a no-brainer. They're gonna give it to freaking My Hero Academia. Although, looking at the nominees, so you got My Hero Academia Season 2, Land of the Lustrous, Blood, Blockade, Battlefront and Beyond, B, and B. Mobile Suit Gundam, Iron Blood Orphan Season 2, Attack on Titan Season 2, and Faith Apocrypha. Hey! You get a million. Oh man, Rose is not in the chat anymore. Rose, come back. I'm talking about Fate Apocrypha. You gotta come back. Wake up, Rose. We're talking about Fate Apocrypha. I think it is a no-brainer that they would give it to Attack on Titan. My Hero Academia. Although personally, I like the action at Attack on Titan. Although it's just the action in My Hero Academia is just more fun though. So I'm fine with this win. As for Fate Apocrypha, now I would give it the edge. The problem is that it's not made by Ufotable, and it clearly shows. Sometimes the action is not as clean and crisp as the animation that Ufotable UFO table. I don't know. Ufotable. It's just not as clean and crisp and pristine like the action in Ufotable. It's a nice, replica. They tried to borrow that style of animation, although I could clearly tell that it was a copy rather than the original. You can't truly imitate the original. The original was just too good. And when I say the original, I'm referring to the original animation studio and their style of animation. Ufotable just blows everybody out the water. Whereas Fate, the animation studio that did Fate Apocrypha, I think it was not A1. Was it A1 Pictures? I don't think it was A1 Pictures. Hold up, I gotta look this up for a second because I know it wasn't Ufotable. And they tried to trick me too, because at first I thought, oh, was this Ufotable who did the animation? And then I looked it up. It's like, yes, it was A1 Pictures. So they did their best to replicate it, but you can't beat the original. The original just looks way better. Ufotable's animation is way better than A1 Pictures animation. But I'll give them some props for attempting to replicate the style. But yeah, I'm okay with My Hero Academia winning Best Action. Okay, Best Villain. Wait a minute. Was Stain really a villain? See, I see Stain more like an anti-hero. Like, he's not, because he doesn't really team up with the villains. How do I describe it? He doesn't choose any side, honestly. He's basically kind of like the Joker, where not the Joker. What's the best way to describe him? I don't know the best way to describe him, but all I know for a fact is that he wasn't really a villain. He was an anti-hero. He didn't choose either side. He did what he thought was good. And by the way, why the hell is Megane not on this list? I see Stain, I see Tanya, I see Bondrew. Cartaphilus, Hito, and Usagi. Okay, well, I don't really know many of these. But why the hell is Megane from Recreators not on this list, or even the main villain of Recreators? She was a great villain. That none did Recreators gets nominated for a couple of awards, but not for best villain. That's perplexing to me. You nominated Tanya. I liked the direction they were going with Tanya, although I just couldn't really get into the anime that much. Really? No nomination for Megane or the main villain of Recreators? None? Nothing? Huh. That's upsetting. Stain's not a villain. I don't agree. I don't entirely agree with this choice. Because again, I don't consider Stain to be a villain. I think he's more of an anti-hero than he is a villain. Because he fights both sides. He fights the heroes, he fights the villains. He's basically he's a coin toss. No, he's a dark horse. There, that was the word I was thinking of. A dark horse. He's a dark horse. All right, so next is, of course, Best Hero, and they gave it to Deku, which I'm fine with. He had some stiff competition, though. You know, he had Gin, he got Akko, Kukuri, Chisei, and Nanachi. That's kind of funny? the one guy of the group is the one that gets nominated. Although I think the character from Made in Abyss, his name is Gin, right? No. Wait, yes, it is. His name? No, his name's not Gin. His name was shit. What was his name? I think it was here, Kukuri. Nope. That's not it. But whatever the character's name was, because I can't seem to find it for some reason. Nanachi? Okay, there it is. Nanachi. I don't know if that's a girl or a guy. Let's see. Oh, fuck it. Never mind. I'm fine with Deku winning. Would have been nice if the girl from not Made in Abyss. It would have been nice if the girl from the Ancient Magi's Bride won. That would have been interesting. She's slowly becoming an interesting redhead, and god damn it, I'm this close to making a top 10 list of the best redheads in anime because every year I find another redhead that I find just freaking stunning, visually stunning. I guess red hair in anime just looks amazing to me, and every redhead that I've seen in anime keeps getting better and better. They look cuter and cuter, or more beautiful than the next. So I'm okay with Deku winning this. No problem there. Okay, now I'm actually pretty excited to touch on this. So best manga. The winner of the best manga category is My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, which, by the way, I'm going to read it and I'm going to review it. I was immediately hooked when I saw the phrase I'm a bit cliche here because when I saw the word My Lesbian Experience, I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, I gotta go check that out now. But when doing research into what the manga was, it was a manga made on Pixiv. I think that's the name of the site. But it's an online site basically where people can post their artwork, and the fact that it got picked up from that website and they let them make their story, and it's an autobiography too of the author's life dealing with her sexuality and who she was as a person and her mental health. I want to read that manga. That sounds interesting. As for the others, I really don't know any of the other ones. Although the one with the girl looks interesting. I'm guessing that's the In This Corner of the World. She looks like the character from In This Corner of the World. Yep, that's her. In This Corner of the World. How the hell have I not heard of this anime? Or this film? In the film, Lost Townscape, pre-war Hiroshima, damaged by the atomic bomb of Hiroshima, is accurately revived in the scenes following. Wow. So this takes place 10 years before and after the atomic bomb. Oh, I gotta see this film. This film sounds interesting. Have any of you seen In This Corner of the World? If you have, let me know how it is. I'm actually quite curious to watch it. That's interesting. Wow. But yeah, I'm definitely going to read My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness. I'm curious to see what it's like. All right. Okay. Best boy. Okay, so best boy and best girl, both of them are from My Hero Academia. You got Todoroki and Uraraka. Todoroki's best boy, Uraraka best girl. Let's see who they were up against. Okay, so for best boy, you had Todoroki, Rei, Kazuma. Whoa, I didn't see that one coming. Kazuma, Deku, Fafnir. Okay, I didn't. That's interesting. Fafnir and Yakumo. Okay, well, I know 4 of the 6. Honestly, I like the choice of Todoroki. He definitely is best boy. I have no arguments here. I'm moving on. The best girl, Akko, Uraraka. Oh man, Mortico, Serval, Suyu Asui, and Chisei. I believe isn't Chisei the main character of the ancient Magi's bride? Yep, there she is. See best girl is that's a hard one. And oh my god, I just realized what's it called? There's another girl here from My Hero Academia. The girl that's the frog girl, which you know what? I'm actually happy she was nominated for best girl because I think she's if it wasn't Uraraka, I definitely could go with Asui because she is great. She's a great character. And she had a really awesome episode in season 2. But man, dude, that's some stiff competition. Mortico got nominated, which I would have been fine if she won. I would have been fine if Chisei won. Actually, I would have been fine if Akko won too. Akko is basically. I wish I did my review for Little Witch Academia. I never got to finish the series, so that's why I didn't do the review. But I remember I watched the OVA and I actually wrote out some notes and I compared her to like a watered down version of Mako. If Mako was a witch, that's what I said to myself. If Mako was a witch, she would be Akko in a nutshell. And their names are very similar. Akko, Mako. I'm okay with the win. I personally, it's a toss up. I'm gonna go with Asui. Actually, you know what? I would have rather have Asui win this award. Nothing against Uraraka. I like Uraraka, but if we're talking about best girl, it's definitely Frog Girl. Frog Girl was the best. Okay, I think we're getting into the last one, Anime of the Year. Now this is actually interesting, considering that. Made in Abyss only won like a couple other, 2 other awards, and it won Anime of the Year. You would think that the one that got all like a bunch of the nominations would win Best Anime of the Year. I thought it was gonna go to My Hero Academia. The fact that it didn't win is actually kind of surprising, and I'm actually relieved that it didn't win. But also, March comes in like a lion, got nominated. Land of the Lustrous got nominated. Descending Stories and Little Witch Academia. I'm fine with this win. I think Made in Abyss is an excellent anime, and I haven't even finished it yet. But yeah, I'm totally fine with that. I have no problem with this win. I definitely would have been okay if March comes in like a lion won. If My Hero Academia won, I would be a little bit peeved because I'm like, well, it basically swept everything. But if it did win, I also wouldn't have a problem with that because I did think that the story in season 2 was excellent. I liked it. Not the best, but definitely entertaining, solidly made. But I do think if we're talking like overall anime, when it comes to story, characters, animation, music, everything in between, Made in Abyss, hands down, good job there. And yeah, those are my thoughts on the winners for the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I'll make a promise now that next year when the Anime Awards come out, I will read the nominees. I'll do my best to watch a majority of them. If I have already, I probably would have watched them already and have an idea of like what I think of them. But I'll try to watch the show. I'm gonna try to watch the show and give you guys my thoughts on it. But yeah, what did you guys think about the award show? Both the winners, the winners and the show itself. And for the next 15 minutes before I go to my next live chat, I'll answer any questions you guys have. But yeah, interesting awards, anime award show. Made in Abyss is amazing. I do agree. It looks really nice. I was thinking My Hero Academia will win based on its popularity. I think they learned their lesson. I think they learned their lesson last year, so they weren't just gonna let My Hero Academia sweep everything. So rigged, trash, overhyped as fuck. Best animation, best boy, best girl, all needed to be fixed for Anime Awards 2018. So you didn't like the picks this? Oh, because best animation, best boy, best girl, they were all My Hero Academia. Just curious, but did you at all get any hate or any flack for your High School DxD review? Trust me, the anime has fans and everyone I know loves that show. Well, if you read the comments of that video, you'll know exactly what type of reaction people gave my thoughts of High School DxD. Spoiler alert, was not very favorable. In fact, I think Sloan and I to this day still talk about my review because Sloan loves High School DxD. Or I guess not love, but she really likes High School DxD. And I never understood that. Made in Abyss, last 4 episodes is what made it best of the year. Oh, God, I know it gets better. I need to finish that damn anime. I would have been mad if LOL didn't win best CGI. Is Land of the Lustrous really good? I've not seen it, so even non-anime guys live that cause opie. Okay. Let's see. High School DxD is recycled harem trash. I agree. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Are you going to do a March month? No, I'm not going to do a March month. I'm going to just basically try to watch as many good anime as I can in March. Try to get out of the funk I've been in again. Well, not really a funk. I just haven't really had time to really sit down and watch a captivating anime. Hell, I'm struggling to watch Inu X Boku. I'm struggling to watch it. That's a problem. Unrelated, but who's your favorite tsundere? Oh, if you really want to know, Blues 22, you definitely should go over to Sloan the Female Otaku's channel and look up her top 10 tsunderes, because yours truly did that list, and then you'll know who my favorite tsundere is. Let's see. Goku is going to lose, and Universe 7 is going to be a wraith. Oh, really? I'm not watching that. Would Ancient Magi's Bride have won over Maiden of the Abyss if it was nominated for Anime of the Year? It beat it as Best Drama. Was it nominated? I did not see that. I don't think so. It would definitely have a chance, although I don't know if it would upset it. It could have upset it. You know what? Maybe. It's a coin toss. Maybe it would have. Hey, Tony, what's the address where we can send you letters, cards, and packages? And is BCG Mail coming back? Yes, BCG Mail is coming back. And if everything goes well, it'll come back in March. So if either March or April, because what I was thinking is I could either do it in March or I would do it in April. And then the first BCG Mail, the return of BCG Mail would be on my birthday, April 8th. So I'll try to look into it, guys, and then I'll get back to you on it. Magus, there it is. I keep saying Magi, Magus, got annoying to look at since Crunchyroll kept promoting it. Well, I mean, did you see the thing, man? It looks pretty interesting. It's like Beauty and the Beast, the anime. Let's see. Are we talking about how My Hero won everything? Well, it didn't. Well, it didn't technically win everything. It just won a lot of the major categories. Well, not it didn't even win like all the major categories. It won a lot of side categories, I would consider. And all in all, it only won two major categories, in my opinion: best animation and best animation and best action. Those are major categories. Best boy, best girl, best villain, best hero. To me, those are more like supplementary categories, specific mainly to anime. And it kind of reminds me of back in the day, they used to do the U Reviewers Award here on YouTube, which, by the way, I wish they could bring back because I love the U Reviewers Awards. And in there, they created categories that were specifically made for the U Reviewers Awards. And that was, and one of, or two of them were best hero, best villain. So let's see. No, but like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Stop showing me it in every tweet. Okay, well, I understand. It was oversaturated. They oversaturated the market with Magus Bride. I understand what you're talking about. But still, if it's a good anime, I think it deserves to get a lot of publicity so that more people can watch it. Let's see. Have you watched Azumanga Daioh? Yes, actually, I have watched Azumanga Daioh. Interestingly enough, I prefer the manga over the anime. The manga, Azumanga's Daioh still holds I wouldn't say the record. But I will okay, it's not it holds the record, but it's the only manga that ever made me laugh out loud. Like dying laughing out loud. There's a teacher character in Azumanga Daioh who has a thing for seeing like little girls in uniform. And there was a part in the manga where they actually discover that this guy, he has a wife and kid. He has a normal life. And they're so surprised because he seems like a weird, pervy, like creepy pedo man. Yet then you find out he's actually a decent person with a family life. There's also a scene where all the girls are like walking down the street, and then all of a sudden you see the teacher behind them, and the panel just ends there, and they're all like surprised, like, where the hell did you come from? I loved it. I do agree with you, by the way, Tyrone Sta. I would have preferred a silent voice over Your Name, but I understand why Your Name won, and I'm okay with Your Name winning. And a solid romance. I was entertained by the story, and the visuals in that film are incredible. But if we're talking about like overall when it comes to character and story, I do think A Silent Voice is far more superior and touches on a subject that isn't really spoken of in anime, which is bullying. I like that. And I thought the story of the bully being the bullied was interesting, and you see how that affected him growing up. And how he felt guilt for what he did to this deaf girl, and when he found her again, he tried to make up for his past mistakes, befriending her. I really liked it, honestly. I really liked it. I should have done a review for it, honestly. That one scene though, when the main guy character in A Silent Voice saves the deaf girl from committing suicide, basically. And then he falls and he gets hurt. Was it the mother? I don't think it was the mother. It was, I think, the girl that liked him. She freaking starts slapping the shit out of the deaf girl. And then the mother comes out and like trying to defend her. I was actually kind of touched by it. It's a really powerful scene. A lot of powerful scenes in A Silent Voice. Yes, thank God. Everyone is praising Your Name. Well, Your Name is a good film. Like, I get it. We overhyped the shit out of it. But don't undermine the fact that it was still a good film. I'm not saying it wasn't a good film whatsoever. It is. It's a really well-made film. I just think that A Silent Voice was the better film. So no spoiler warning. I assumed a lot of you watched A Silent Voice. Come on, how have you not seen that yet? It's a movie. You could have watched it. Let's see. Did I miss any question? His wife should be the one wearing the school uniform. Yeah, but she's older. He likes little girls in school uniforms. um, let's see. What anime are you currently watching? At this point in time, I am watching an anime called Inu X Boku SS, and I'm struggling to watch it because it's so boring. It's so boring. In fact, I said earlier in this chat that what I'm gonna do instead of doing a review for that, I'm just gonna make a video tomorrow or tonight talking about why I find it so boring. I don't even think I'm gonna finish it because I want to watch something good. You know, my life has changed so drastically in the past year that I don't really have time to sit and watch anime that don't entice me to want to keep watching it. Now, does that mean I'm not going to watch any bad anime? Of course not. And I do feel like I still like being a completionist, but at this point in time where I'm trying to get some anime reviews out, Inu X Boku is wasting my time. That's how I feel watching the anime. It's wasting my time. So I do feel bad for not finishing it, but at the same time, it's not like it was something people were waiting for me to review. So the only person that really wanted me to review it is Kayla's Lovely, and she's going to be adamantly disappointed that I'm going to say that it's boring. This guy does a nice job at explaining. Oh, there goes the comment. Let's see. Do you believe Tsukigakure needs more attention? I do agree. And hopefully, with its nominations in the Anime Awards, it might get some people to be like, you know what? That sounds pretty interesting. Sorry, can't post links, Tony. Post links to what? What link were you trying to post? Oh, you were trying to post the link earlier. Okay. Are you watching / gonna watch any anime from this season? Maybe. I mean, yes, actually, no, yes, I am. There's this one anime that's out right now. It's hold up, let me tell you the name of it. It's exclusive for those of you watching the live show, and I wanted to watch it for fucking Romance Month, but it's a new anime. It's called Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. It's this really simple yet sweet anime about these two middle school kids, one a boy, one a girl. And the girl is constantly teasing, taunting, and tricking the guy. And the guy is trying to get her back in a way. He tries to find ways to also tease and trick her, make her slip up, but he keeps screwing up and he ends up just making himself look like a fool or falling into her traps. And I freaking adore it, dude. I just saw the picture. I saw the picture of the manga and I'm like, I gotta see that show. I saw the first 2 episodes. I'm already hooked. My only problem, though, is that I'm afraid that it's gonna get repetitive. So far, I've only seen 2 episodes, and I already feel the repetitiveness seeping through, and that's what's scaring me. Because I really want to like this anime, but if it continuously does the same thing and does not evolve, I'm gonna have a problem with it, and I don't want to have a problem with it. So hopefully, it's going to improve. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, bro, it's the cutest anime ever, Tony. No, I agree, George. I saw the first 2 episodes. I really like it. I just hope that it doesn't become repetitive. That's my biggest fear, that it becomes extremely repetitive and it's going to be like, oh, man. Oh, Sloan thought that anime sucked. Well, Sloan doesn't really like a lot of romance anime. And also, she doesn't like anime that are repetitive. So, and just because Sloan didn't like it doesn't mean that I can't like it. So, if Sloan doesn't like it, that's fine. She doesn't have to. Anyway, So that's I'm gonna end the video now, guys. Thank you all for watching. I really enjoyed doing this. Hopefully next year's anime awards will be something interesting as well. I'm crossing my fingers that they're gonna do a good job with that as well. And I'm actually going to be doing another live chat over on my other channel, Tony Talks. I'll put a link in the chat or description if you guys want to jump over there. But I'm going to be talking sports over there, so fair warning. But anyway, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel, be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below. Like this video if you really enjoyed it. And I'm Tony Second, the Black Critic Guy. I'll see you guys soon. Peace, YouTube.